Hello students, now in this video let's see the optimality for unbalanced TP. Optimality for unbalanced TP. Now we know TP is unbalanced if summation supply is not equal to summation demand. So here, if these are unequal, what can happen? Either first possibility, summation supply is less than summation demand. Less than summation demand. And another possibility, what? Summation supply is greater than summation demand. Okay, these are the possibilities. These two possibilities are there for unbalanced. Now, if we take example for first one, suppose summation, first one, let me take example. So, whatever the cost, we won't take cost now. Simply we will take supply and demands. Suppose here D1, D2, D3 are the destinations, O1, O2, O3 are the origins. Whatever the cost they have, demand is 15, 25 and 5 suppose, and the supply is 30, 10 and 20 suppose. Now what is the addition of supply? 30 plus 30 will be 60, and here what was this? This is 40, 45. Okay, so what? Demand is 45 and supply is 60, so this is not a balanced TP. What can we say? Supply, summation supply is 45 and summation supply is 60, is what? 60, and summation demand is what? 45. Therefore summation supply is greater than summation what? Demand. Implies it is unbalanced TP. Unbalanced TP. Okay. So here, if as it is this case, supply is more and demand is less. So here we need to add dummy destination column, say D4 with all TP cost to be 0, with all TP cost to be 0 at all cells and required demand value. Then the balanced TP is converted balanced TP is, what does it? It will be so here supply, here demand, origin O1, O2, O3, here D1, D2, D3 and what? D4 we have been added. So D4 we have been added. Here supply is 30, 10 and 20 as it is. Here supply is more but the demand is less. So 15, 25, 5 as it is. Now destination 4 needs. Now this 60 is greater than 45 by 15. So here the destination 15 needs a demand value, how destination D4 needs a demand value how much? 15. Fine. And with cost we have to take them as what? 0. These cost are what? All TP cost should be 0 in these cells. So now this will become 60. So this will become a balanced TP here. Similarly, if supply is less than demand, then we need to add dummy origin there. Okay, so let's see that type of problem. Now example 2. Suppose the example is given. So D1, D2, D3 supply, here O1, O2, O3 and what? Demand. So now supply is 15, 35 and 30 and the demand is 20, 25 and 55. So this is 45 plus 55 will be 100. 100 and this is how much? This is 50, 30, so 80. So here summation demand equal to 100 and summation supply equal to what? 80. So summation demand is greater than summation supply, implies it is unbalanced TP. Unbalanced TP. So here we need to add dummy origin. Say O4. Dummy origin say O4 with all TP cost to be 0. All TP cost to be 0 at all cells and required supply value. So therefore the balanced TP is, balance TP is, balance TP will be let's see that. So here supply, here D1, D2, D3, same destination. So origins O1, O2, O3 and O4, and here demand. Okay, demand we need. So now here what I say, dummy origin we need. Now how much supply we required? Look at here, it will be 80 and 100. So 20 is required here. So let me put up 20 here. Now previous supply is here 15, 35 and 30. And here it will be 20, 25 and 55 as it is. So now the total will become 100 from both sides. So it will become a balanced. Now for origin O4 we need to take the values for TP cost per unit will be what? 0. As such it will be a balanced TP here. So now such an unbalanced TP we can reduce into balanced TP, either adding dummy destination or dummy origin, and further we can solve it using our same methods, either finding for initial basic feasible solution or for optimal solution. Okay, so now let's go further for the problem. So now let's see the problem. The question is that, example, find the initial basic feasible solution of the following TP by VAM and obtain the optimal solution. Obtain the optimal solution. Now the TP is given as here 3 origins and 4 destinations are given to us at this moment. So here the costs are 9, 5, 8, 5 and the supply is 225. This is supply. Here destinations and the origins. Here demand. Now here cost 9, 10, 13 and 7, 14, 5, 3 and 7, and the supplies are 75 and 100 is here. Now here demand is 225, 80, 95 and 100. As such it is given. Now let's do the total first. So this will be 300, 400. This will be how much? 400. Obviously this is more. Look at it. This is 500. You can check it. It will be 500. Okay. So now what happened? Summation demand is more than summation supply. Here we have to determine the initial basic feasible solution using VAM, and then we have to obtain the optimal solution. So let's write the solution. What can I say here? Summation demand is how much? 500, and summation supply is how much? 400. So summation demand is more. So implies it is unbalanced. It is unbalanced TP. Unbalanced TP. So here we need to add dummy origin because demand is more. So we need supply, extra supply we need, then it will become balanced. So here we need to add, dummy origin. Dummy origin, say O4. Say O4 with all TP cost to be 0, with all TP cost to be 0 at all cells, and required supply value. Now let's prepare that balanced TP. Okay, therefore balanced TP is what does that? It will be so here D1, D2, D3, D4 and supply. Here O1, O2, O3 and O4 and demand. Okay. Now O4 have all the costs are 0, but the supply is how much less? 500 and 400. The difference is 100. So here supply is 100 will be less. Okay. So here other cost as it is 9, 5, 8, 5. This supply is 225. 9, 10, 13, 7 and 75. This is 14, 5, 3, 7 and what? 100. This is 225. This will be 80, 95 and what? 100. So total will be how much? 500. As such we can form a balanced TP. Now let's find out the initial basic feasible solution for this using VAM. So therefore now VAM, let me apply VAM on it. Using VAM, let's find out initial basic feasible solution for this. So one, 2, 3, 4 and one more we need for demand. Okay, now here destination 1, 2, 3 and last one will be what? Supply. So here supply, here demand, here origins, here destinations. Here costs we will write 9, 5, 8, 5, supply is 225, here 9, 10, 13 and 7 and it will be 75, then 14, 5, 3 and 7 and it will be 100, again 0, 0, 0 and 0. Again it is what? 100. So 225, 80, 95 and 100. Again the sum is how much? 500. Fine. Now for VAM we need to determine what? Penalties. So row penalty and column penalty. Penalties. Okay. So now let's find out them. What is penalty here? Row penalty 0. Again look at here, it will be 2. Then here it is again 2. It is 0. Here it will be 9. Here it will be 5. Then here 3 and here 5 again. Okay. So now let's find out the solution. So 9 is the highest penalty. Now lowest cost is 0 here. So the allocation is at this position first. So 100 and 225. So minimum is 100. So I will do the allocation. This is satisfied. Here 125 are left. Fine. Now this row is get cancelled. So what? The column penalty will change. So now column penalty is here 0. Here what? Again 0. Here it will be 5 and here it will be 2. Okay. So now which is the greatest one out of remaining one? 0, 0, 5, 2. Then 0, 2, 2. This will not consider now. So now 5 is the biggest one. So I will take this 5. Now lowest cost is, now this row we haven't considered. So lowest cost in this column will be 3. So minimum of 195 will be 95. So I will do the allocation here. This 95 is get satisfied. How much left here? 5 are left. Fine. Now due to that what happened? This column is get satisfied. As column is get satisfied, so now further what happened? The row penalties will change. Now this row penalty will remain same 0. This column we haven't considered. Now what about this? This row penalty is again what remains? 2. Okay. Now here again this row penalty is also remains 2. Now out of these one, now look at the minimum one. Maximum penalty. So 0, 2, 2 and here 2, 0, 0. These are left. So 2, 2, 2. 3 times are there. So if we take any one of them, then it is arbitrary choice with us now. So let's take this 2. So if we take this 2, what is minimum cost is left here? So this is 5 is here. So minimum of 5 and 80 will be 5. I will put 5 here. So this 5 is get cancelled or it will get satisfied. Fine. Now due to that what happened? Row is get satisfied. So again column penalty will change. So column penalty is now what? Here 0 again. Here how much? Here 5. Here again 5. And here it will be 2. So now the remaining penalties are 0, 5, 5, 0, 5, 5, then 2, here 75s are left, sorry, we should write that, 75 are left. So now 2 and 0, these penalties are left. So now 5, 5 are the greatest one. So now this column is get satisfied, so this penalty is no need to find out, sorry for that. Here 5 is the greatest one, so I will take this 5. Now in this one, in this column, the least cost is at this position, but this row is satisfied. So least cost, this row is also satisfied. So least cost between these two rows will be this 5. So 75 we will put up here, 75 and 225. So minimum will be 75. So this is get satisfied. How much left are here? Here we see here 150 will left. Fine. Now further, due to that what happened, this column is get satisfied, so row penalties will change now. So this column is get satisfied, so row penalties are here 4, here it will be 2, and these two rows are satisfied, so no need to determine these penalties. So between 4 to 2 0, so which is the biggest one? This 4 is the biggest one, so I will take this 4 here, and by taking 4 here, so what is the least cost? Now here look at, this column is fulfilled, this column is fulfilled, only these two are left. So in between these two, 5 is the minimum one. So minimum cost, and now here in between 100 and 150, so 100 is the minimum one, so I will put up 100 there. So 100 is get cancelled. How much left? 50s are left here, 50 are left again. Fine. Now as 100 is we have been put up, so this column is fulfilled now, so only these two cells are left now. Look at, this row is fulfilled, this row is fulfilled, these three columns are fulfilled, only these two cells are left. So here we will put up 50, and here I will put up 75. 75 and 50 and 75, it will be 125. This is get satisfied, these are also get satisfied. So as such we get the solution, initial basic feasible solution. Let's see, is it feasible or not. Now it satisfies all the demands and constraints. Look at here, it will be 225, this is 75, this is 100, this is 100, this is 225, this is 18, 95 and 100. So it satisfies all the demands and constraints, so it is feasible solution. Now the question is that, is it in basic feasible or degenerate or not? We have to check its optimality also. For that we should check it is degenerate or not. Fine. So how many allocations? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 allocations with us. How many origins? 4. Destination 4. 4 plus 4, 8 minus 1 is also 7. So 7 allocations, and m plus n minus 1 is also 7. So it is what? Non-degenerate solution. So we can easily apply optimality test for this. Fine. So let's do that one. Now further, since total number of allocations equal to what? 7, and that is equal to m plus n minus 1, that will be 4 plus 4 minus 1. So that is also what? 7. Therefore it is basic feasible solution implies non-degenerate solution. Non-degenerate solution. As it is non-degenerate, we can easily apply the optimality test to this one. Now, if you want, you can determine the TP cost here. So, I have been found it. The TP cost for this is, I got it as 2,460 rupees. You can check this cost. Now, after optimality test, let's see how does it. So now, let me apply optimality test. So for that, let's prepare a table. We need the cells only that time, no need of demand and supply. Simply prepare cells. So here 9, here 5, cost we need for determining UI, VJs and all. This is 9, 10, 13, 7, 14, 5, 3 and 7. Here zeros. And the allocations are here 100, here 5, 95, then 75, then 50, 75, 100, U1, U2, U3, U4, V1, V2, V3 and V4. Let's determine them. Okay, so now here this column has 3 allocations, so let me take V1 0. So V1 is 0, then U4 is 0, V1 is 0, then U2 is 9, this U1 is also what, 9. Now U1 is 9, so V2 is minus 4. 9 minus 4 will be 5. Remember these things now. This 9 minus 4 is again what, 5. So again, what about this? This is minus 4, this is 5. So again here how much? 9. 9 minus 4 will be 5. So this is 9 and this will be 3. So 9 plus what will be 3? So minus 6. So now let's determine delta ij's. So now here, what is this addition? This will be 3. 3 minus 8 will be minus 5. Okay. Now here, this addition will be 5. 5 minus 10 will be minus 5. Again, this addition is 3. 3 minus 13 will be minus 10. This addition is 5. 5 minus 7 is what? Minus 2. This addition is 9. 9 minus 14 is minus 5. Then this addition is 5. 5 minus 7 is minus 2. Here, this is minus 4. Minus 4 minus 0 will be minus 4. This is minus 6. Minus 0 will be minus 6. And here, this is what? Minus 4. So now all delta ij's are what? Less equal 0. Equal not, sorry, less than, strictly less than 0. So this is an optimal solution. So from this, what can we say? This is an optimal solution. Sorry, this TP cost is not correct one. This TP cost is 2,310 rupees. Sorry for that. This is an optimal solution here, and since all delta ij's are what? Strictly less than 0. So from this problem, what can we say? We can say that the VAM will give us it provides a best starting for initial basic feasible solution. It will be direct optimal, or if it is not, then within 1 or 2 improvement we can get the optimal solution here. So here let me write simply, this is current all delta ij's as all delta ij's are less than 0 implies current solution is optimal. Current solution is optimal. And it is x11 equal to 50, x12 equal to 75, x14 equal to 100, x21 equal 75, x32 equal to 5, x33 equal to 95 and x41 equal to 100 with TP cost is 2310 rupees. Okay, so now here we will write one note. We may conclude that the WAM rule provides the best starting initial basic feasible solution, means the initial basic feasible solution from WAM can provide the direct optimal solution. Or if not, then after 1 to 2 improvement, we will have the optimal solution. So now here we will stop this video. In next video we will see the resolution of degeneracy and optimality for degenerate solution of a TP. Okay, thank you.